Good evening, everyone. So today we'll be discussing the concept about interest. What actually is interest, and what is the difference between the two type of interest. So what interest is? Whenever we deposit some money in a bank for some years or at some rate of interest, we get some extra money at the end. For example, I have deposited 1,000 rupees, and after 2 years, at 5%, I am getting 1,200. So 200 rupees I am getting extra because as I deposited 1,000 rupees there, so that 200 is my interest. So here what we will discuss is what is the difference between the two type of interest, that is the simple interest and compound interest, and what does bank prefer to us, that we will see here. So we'll use here the formula of simple interest only in both the cases, and we'll see as we directly have a formula for compound interest also, but here we'll see by the method of simple interest only that how they are both different from each other. So the question given to us is, Divya invested rupees 10,000 in a bank for 2 years at 4% rate of interest. Find the interest CI and SI using interest formula. So 10,000 is deposited. So whatever we deposit is known as the principal value. So it is denoted by capital P. For 2 years, that is the time period, we could denote it by capital T. And 4% rate of interest, that 4% is for full year, or you could say it is annual. So it is R, capital R, it is 4%. So first we'll calculate simple interest. So SI is equal to P into R into T upon 100. This is a formula for simple interest calculation. So we'll substitute the values here. So substituted the values, what we have done here, zeros and zeros both get cancelled. So both zeros getting cancelled. So what we have, interest is equal to 800 rupees. After all the multiplication, all we are getting interest as 800 rupees. Now I need to check what is the amount which I'll get after 2 years. So what I have done is simply P plus I, whatever principal amount I have deposited plus the interest. So 10,000 plus 800 is 10,800. This is how we have calculated simple interest. Now we'll move to compound interest, but what we'll do here is we'll use the simple interest formula only and see by that method how much value comes at the end. Matlab how much value we'll get at the last, which is known as the amount, or it is also known as accumulated value. So for first year T is equal to 1. We'll consider T is 1 as it is 2 years. So first year T is equal to 1, second year also T is equal to 1. This is the concept here. For if it is 4 years, then 4 times T equal to 1, T equal to 1 continuously till T equal to 1, 4 times we need to take and solve. Okay, so for first year T is equal to 1, principal will remain the same, rate of interest will remain the same, but T will be 1. We'll substitute the values what we are getting after all the substitution and cancellation. SI is equal to 400 rupees. So now we'll see what amount I am getting at the end of first year. So amount is equal to P plus I, 10,000 plus 400 is rupees 10,400. Now here is one twist. Whenever we are calculating for the second year, now again T equal to 1, it will happen, R is equal to 4%, but now whatever principal we will consider will be the amount of the first year. So that one main thing is there in compound interest, that amount of the first year will become the principal for the next year. Further, if we are also going for T is equal to 1, third year, fourth year, and so on, so the same concept remains the same. Amount of the first year will remain will be the principal for the next year. So what will happen here? P is equal to 10,400. R is equal to 4%, T is equal to 1, so we are getting simple interest as 416. Now I'll calculate amount P plus I. Now P is what, my 10,400 plus I is 416, 10,816. Now you could observe here both sides. After 2 years, while using simple interest formula, we were getting 10,800. But here, after solving by compound interest and using simple interest formula, we are getting 10,816. So what does bank prefer us, and what does bank help us? It is the apply the method of compound interest and give us the interest. Hope it is understandable to you. Thank you so much.